We just had a big piece of news directly on the Treasury's bulletin. The Treasury and the IRS stated that they have sent out stimulus payments to nearly 140 million individuals, with the remaining 10 million to go. Everyone so far has received their stimulus payment either by check or some form of electronic deposit. However, this week, 4 million Americans will be mailed a debit card with their stimulus payment preloaded on the card. The debit cards will be sent out mostly to individuals who don't have banking information on file with the IRS and whose tax return was processed either by the Hanover or the Austin IRS service centers. Now let's get on to some facts about this debit card. The cards can be used first to make purchases, get cash from ATMs, or transfer funds, all without any kinds of fees associated. And the card can be used basically anywhere that a Visa is accepted, which is pretty much every single store. You'll be able to check your card's balance either online, by a mobile app, or by phone, again with no charges whatsoever. And then finally, the card provides the same consumer protections that are on a traditional bank account, including protections against things like fraud, loss, and other such errors. It doesn't say exactly what the protection is, but I assume it's the same $250,000 FDIC insurance that bank accounts just automatically have. So that's awesome that there's extra protection and that there's an additional layer of protection. And this is the part that I'm really interested to see what exactly happens. We'll be able to see on a smaller scale whether this debit card approach works for stimulus payments or not. This is because a few stimulus proposals have called for the use of debit cards, including the ABC proposal. That was the one that called for $2,000 up front and then $1,000 a month. And then recently, Mark Cuban's proposal that I made a video on earlier that called for $1,000 every 2 weeks for every household. The concern in the past has been fraud and the security of debit cards and how to know if they've even gone to the right people, what they're being spent on, there's a lot of things that could happen. So if this small trial size goes well, I think the odds of future stimuluses being on a card gets higher and higher. I could see the benefit of a reloadable card being the highest if there was some form of stimulus that was like a reoccurring payment every 2 weeks, every month or something like that. That would allow the Treasury to deposit money to everyone without having to mail a payment to certain people every single time. That would just make things more simple if this works, if the security works. So let's break it down a little bit further. Here's how you can expect your stimulus payment if you haven't already received it. First, if the IRS has your deposit information and you're not a beneficiary of a government program, you can expect your payment still either to be made electronically to a bank account or a direct express card or to be mailed to you. If you're a beneficiary of a government program, you should receive the stimulus payment wherever you normally receive your benefits. And then finally, if neither of those apply to you and your return was processed in Hanover or Austin, there's a good chance that you'll receive this debit card in the next week or so. They're saying that they're going to send them out this week, so you probably expect it next week. So this was all the news that we have on this new debit card program. I hope you enjoyed this short, sweet video. And until next time, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable day.